This trip took us into the Santa Monica Mountains off the Pacific Coast Highway, starting at the end of Corral Road. Dale checks out his hiking boots before we start up the trail. And then, of course, a last shoe tie before we really get started. And there on the right is Castro Peak, where we're headed. However, instead of going directly up to Castro Peak, we're going to take a little side trip and go down into Upper Solstice Canyon. Once down in the canyon bottom, the trail works its way upstream, while going through a fairly heavily wooded area, although not much in the way of water in the stream we're following. And then the trail climbs up out of the canyon and up towards Castro Peak. The trail follows along the south flank of Castro Peak until it arrives at these foreboding-looking locked gates with all kinds of no trespassing signs on it. However, we, like everyone else, just went around the gates. Then we reach a fork in the road where we can go on the branch that takes us back to where we started. It's actually a pretty pleasant trip. And along the way we get some pretty good views of the surrounding mountains and countryside. We also travel through some areas with some pretty interesting rock formations, some of which begin to look like we're on Easter Island. But this road does get us back down to where we parked our car at the end of Corral Road, after a hike of about 5 miles.